through life, son.
Hey man, it's not my fault that I love the bottle.
All right, guys. All right. Shut up.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh, there's the channel strike.
Yeah. We're starting early.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's copyright strike.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're starting early, so welcome all to Hit or Miss. I'm your host, Night Strike, and
Copyright strike.
We got a lively gaggle of guests this evening.
I'm hitting the bottle hard today.
Speaking of hitting the bottle hard, we got some people in at the last minute. So let's introduce everyone and get to the ranting. All right. So first up, we've got AWAG. What's going on, Wolfgang?
Hey guys, I'm really happy today because guess what? My best friend and I, we're just sitting next to each other. My best friend is a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Oh Lord!
You just need to call him Jack.
It's not Heaven Hill, but it's got a Russian name. So my friend is a bottle of vodka tonight.
Jim, Jack, and Johnny, three wise men on a turkey
it's
hunt.
like Monopoloa or something like that.
Oh my god, AWAG.
McCormick.
But anyways,
McCormick. Pop off the
mine's,
Kmart
so-
special.
My best friend is Czech Republic.
Oh,
This
there's
is
All
right
right.
here on the frame.
Little CZ.
so next up is Foos. Yes, your best friend is the Czech Republic. I heard.
I have a few Czech Republics.
I hear there's
the
a guy
house.
named Sharkane from the Czech Republic. You might want to reach out to him.
Yeah, man, you can do some
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
I'm just playing with my Czech Republic. Well, yeah, I could do that, but a round would pop out.
That's what she said.
That's what
yeah.
she said. Yeah, there you go.
Desk
All right,
pop. Come
so-
on, do a desk pop. Come on.
I'm in
No,
the
no.
city.
Dude, he's
man.
got a house full of ammunition, AWAG. Come on, man.
So next up we got
Oh,
Gizzard Gary.
So if my house ever burns, you are going to see me running as fast as I can in the opposite direction.
Because you've got ammunition in that house.
Man, I could probably see that from my house.
You probably could. All right, we Gizzard Gary. What's going on, Gary?
Say hello to my little friend.
Is that what your wife calls it?
So that's correct. Your little
Oh
friend.
my god.
I'm here to say to everybody that's out there, this is very important. So listen up, everybody. Give him the bird. And,
There you go.
thanks for the invite.
All right.
There you go.
The man who needs no introduction. Never enough ammo. Matt, what's going on, Matt?
That sounded a lot like an introduction.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't need an introduction, why do you introduce him?
Exactly.
Because I have to. I'm
You
contractually
don't have
obligated.
Was he paying you in blowjobs again?
No, I lost.
Oh
the bet
wait!
in
You play
Tulsa.
him in blowjobs, aka the dress.
He blows me for the pleasure.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Whoa, when did Matt get here?
yeah, we've got a full panel tonight. So,
Well,
all
AWAG
right, next
definitely
up, we got,
before he started drinking.
obnoxious
So.
one. What's going on?
But in his
Obnoxious?
defense, it's only on Friday nights. So.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh
Y'all get this through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah,
nine.
look for the
Be like
blue
it
dress.
the-
Yeah.
Only on Fridays when Night Strikes the Beard Maiden.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's my
was it,
St. Pauli girl, yeah.
Okay,
Was
everything just froze for a second. So,
was it to me?
yes, obnoxious one. It was your turn.
Shall not be infringed.
Wow, that was the hoarsest and shall not be infringed I've heard in a long
That sounded like shall not be in fridge.
Shall not be in the fridge.
Shall not be in fridge.
Give me
Shall
the
not be
PBR.
infringed. Yeah. All right,
By
Rich,
the way-
what's going
by the
on?
way, obnoxious one, the only one with the balls to make me a fucking video yet.
I thought Patriot made you one.
And he did, but it didn't come through, so I got to figure that one out. He sent it to me, but it's a dead file, so technically the two of you, yeah. By the way, it was perfect. That was fucking great. I love it.
I hope you like that. Eh?
Well, what if the dead file was the "fuck you" to you?
Maybe that's what it was.
How long did you spend on it? How long did you spend trying to figure it out?
What? No, you just click on it and it says error. This file cannot be opened or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't remember.
Probably a virus.
When it did that, I was like, "Man, fuck it."
You're gonna have the buddy Jesus on your.
All right, Rich, what's going on?
Not much.
All right. Sarge, you there?
Yes.
Welcome
Going
to Hit
on?
or Miss.
Hey, Tuesday nights at 9.
Yeah.
I'll stay as long as I can.
Okay. Well,
I'll be in and out.
remember, do me that favor. If you have to go and chase a punk down, tell him, "Do you feel lucky, punk?"
That's
then
usually
give him
right
the bird.
before you have to chase him down.
He can only do that if he's carrying a Smith & Wesson Model 29, though.
No, he's Sarge. Sarge can do it. Sarge
No,
can pull it off.
if he's not carrying a 29, it doesn't make any sense.
No. Anyways, last but not least, we've got Travis P11. What's going on, Travis?
Hey, not much, man. Appreciate the invite. G plugs as usual. Check out Hit or Miss. Oh wow, Tuesday night 7 o'clock. Check out Caliber Corner Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Central Time over on GunChannels.com. Thanks, man. Appreciate the invite.
Right. No problem.
So I totally wish I was around on more Saturdays because I totally would have showed up for the powder.
Oh, the got
Conversation.
powder discussion. It was fun, man. Yeah.
It was, but there
You
was
missed the free tacos and French fries too, didn't you?
No, I listened to it.
You were there
later.
for that? Oh, okay.
I
okay.
listened to it later, but there was things said that wasn't correct in my opinion on the powder part, but
There never is. There never is.
All right. So first on the docket tonight, I
Is this
want to.
cool orange shirt that I'm wearing?
Yeah, well, if you want
Is that a gun tube?
to stand in front of the camera, because we can only see like half of it. No, you
If
got
I
to go higher.
stand, you want me to stand? Because if I stand,
You have.
this is what you're gonna get.
Well, you know, it looks much
I see
better.
a belly.
There you go. Is that better?
Not a little bit,
Well-
but not much.
Well, you know, you just made
There we go. You got
And
an
you'll have-
orange gun tube shirt. I support that.
And you'll have to forgive, my potato cam, but that's what's on the laptop. So
Well,
You know,
No one-
yeah, I don't have that.
totally
I don't
fried.
have that YouTube money to go out and just blow my money on brand new webcams like some people do.
yeah.
But don't you get a $5 allowance like me?
Dude, my wife is all my money is allowance. None
Gotcha.
of it's mine. It's
Yeah.
all allowance. So-
His wife is his sugar mama.
Yeah, she keeps me in chroma for the bike and guns for me. So
Dude, what else do you need? That's perfect, man.
exactly.
All right.
All right.
I have no complaints on that one.
So, okay, first on the docket tonight, we have to talk about the court case that happened. It's a very important court case. We now have the right to bear nunchakus.
Yep. Because was like from like 1994 to I think like a couple years ago, they're like 68,000 were bought, so that makes them common use.
Oh, it gets better. Okay. All right. Let me read this article, all right? New York in particular has traditionally taken a more dim view of weapons. That doesn't come as a surprise. After all, the state of New York seems to prefer potential victims of crime remain disarmed at all times. However, federal court just handed the city an interesting defeat. They're talking about New York City, of course. But however, a federal court just handed the city an interesting defeat. It seems it has ruled that the Second Amendment extends to weapons like nunchucks. Okay, here it is. Judge Pamela K. Chen, let that sink in for a second, found in favor of James M. Maloney in her 32-page ruling on Friday, arguing that the sale, use, and possession of nunchaku or chuka sticks or nunchucks, a simple weapon consisting of two sticks connected by a length of chain or rope, is protected by the Second Amendment. As such, New York's ban on such weapons, enacted in 1974 after their popularity in martial arts films of the time, went too far and is an unconstitutional restriction. Maloney, a college professor and an amateur martial artist, created his own martial arts style, of which he is the sole practitioner. Key in his style is the use of nunchucks for self-defense, which are illegal to possess or sell in the Empire State. As he wants to both train his children in the art and possess the weapons in his home legally, he filed a lawsuit back in 2003. Okay, 2003, it's 2018. That's a long fucking time. In an effort to overturn the law, and last Friday, the court sided with him. Okay, Maloney pointed out to the court that 64,890 factory-produced metal and wood nunchucks have been sold to folks in the country since 1995. I'm pretty sure they've been sold before then, even back in the 70s in areas that didn't ban.
So what they're telling me is basically the nunchucks are legal because that's protected under the Second Amendment, but anything more than 11 rounds in a magazine is not protected by the Second Amendment because big scary boom boom stick.
Well,
because of reasons.
We're going to get on to that because I'm thinking your ban might go might go south because they had right after they announced it, they amended it to say it also applies to law enforcement, and that ain't gonna fly with law enforcement.
Yeah, I know. I can tell you right now, it's not gonna go anywhere.
It's not gonna go. Anyways, so the court sided with him as they should have, and for most of us, when we think of the Second Amendment, we think of guns naturally. But the thing is, it's the right to keep and bear arms. And arms can be any weapon, like nunchucks, swords, knives, anything you can use to defend yourself, your people, from a tyrannical government.
Great. That means I could buy an M1A1 Abrams. Cool.
Dude, you can buy a tank in this country if you want.
Yeah, I know, but I want to keep the 120 millimeter smoothbore on it.
Muzzle load it.
No, I want the advanced auto loading.
Well,
that require crew and
we'll busy talk about that.
Yeah, I got 5 people that can use this crew.
All right.
Hell, one of them's even a tank radio operator.
All right. So, it goes on to talk about the Kentucky rifle, and while that was the standard civilian firearm when the Second Amendment was written, but the descriptor of arms protected repeating rifles or repeating firearms when they were introduced. It means it should protect whatever firearms come next, even if we don't live to see that day. By encompassing all weapons as arms, it goes on to protect those that simply don't exist. It's easy to rag on a guy who wants to carry around nunchucks all day.
So if I tie 2 bump stocks together, they're legal?
What if I tie 2 handguns together?
As long as they're not connected to a firearm.
But that's not what
be.
ATF is saying. ATF is saying bump stock is illegal. So if you tie them together, they're no longer a bump stock. They're a nunchuck.
They're a nunstock.
They're a nunstock. It's a whole different thing. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So you now have the right to bear nunchucks. What do you guys think about that?
I think it's awesome. I'm shopping for them right now.
Hey, AWAG, watch yourself. That might be the only thing you're allowed to, use for self-defense in New Jersey these days.
Listen, buddy, I'm not going to be here for very much longer.
What we need to do now is get our money together, pull it, and buy John Z a set of these. At least then he'll be able to defend himself.
Yeah,
They got some cool. You got some glow in the dark ones. You can put glow sticks in them. If we order within the next 1 day and 18 hours, we're guaranteed Christmas delivery from Century Martial Arts.
Okay, well we're gonna have to. We're gonna have
Century
to get
Arms, man. It's probably not.
No.
Very
Century
well.
Martial Arts. These guys were around before Century Arms, I think.
Yeah.
They've got all kinds of good price points and stuff. I'm digging it, man. $12.99.
We need to get John Z some of these because they're now legal.
We can scrap together $13.
Yeah,
we need to get him one of those. That set of those Chinese kung fu pajama outfits so you can walk. You can walk down the street and he's Bruce Lee.
Yeah, man.
right.
Lee, hey yo.
Yeah. All right. So, okay. Well, we've gone through the hilarious part. Now we have to talk about the elephant in the room. We have to talk about the bump stock ban. Matt, I know you've already made a big video about it, and you were adamantly telling people to go fuck themselves. So
you don't know me.
Adamantly.
No, I know you.
Professionally was being tasteful about it, you know.
Well, I don't know if that's tasteful or
tastefully done. Yes, it's professional.
Okay. But no, Matt did a go fuck yourself video because they banned bump stocks, and hell, it's even in the description. That's how pissed off Matt was.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
The description of the video you did today.
Fucking video are you talking about? You making shit up in your head? I didn't make a fucking video today.
No.
Got another one that we just got on Patreon.
Yeah, but it wasn't for bump stocks.
No, it was the
Nice Wreck is making shit up.
I'm not making shit up. I'm sure I saw it.
No, he didn't.
No. He thought you would. Now he said it. Now
He assumed
you know
I would
he
make a
does
video.
Not. Now you know he doesn't watch your shit.
Exactly. See, now I know. Now I find out. I did
This
not
is
make a
how-
video.
this
I
is
was
how
busy
much-
today when I found out, and I haven't had a chance to make a video today.
Yeah, this is just how much you're in his head, Matt. You don't even
Must
make a
be.
video. He thinks you made it. Go fuck yourself video.
The NEA is strong with this one.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so they banned bump stocks. So what do we do?
Well, it's going to court already. GOA is taking it to court.
There's
We'll see how that goes. I mean, the does anybody see the exact wording of what they've said? Because I saw something.
Yeah,
the way they had worded part of it made no sense whatsoever because it said anything that allows a gun to fire more than one round per pull of the trigger, which shall be considered a machine. Whatever the wording was. I'm like, well, it's a bump stock doesn't do that. The bump stock doesn't allow more than one round to fire per pull of the trigger. It just allows you to pull the trigger faster. So even in the wording of this, it's not an executive order, but it's going through the DOJ. Even the wording is it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't fall in line with what this thing actually does. So they have their head up their asses. They don't know what the fuck's going on. So either they're going to have to reword it, or it's going to get struck down. I mean, just from the way it is written versus the actual the way that this device works, the two are not compatible. They don't work. So I mean, there's not really much to say. GOA is going to take it to court. It's going to get struck down. After that, they may reword it and say, I mean, who knows? Then they're going to overstep even more and just ban it because they just want to fucking ban it. But the way as worded now, it's not gonna stand up. There's no way. Anybody with half a fucking brain can look at it and go, oh yeah, that's not what that does. So that is meaningless. So we'll see what happens. Hey, we'll have to wait and see what happens after that. It's what are they going to come back with? It's how determined is Donald Trump to take away Second Amendment rights and private property? You know what I'm saying? Like, how determined is he to say that thing you bought, you can't have it anymore. It needs to be destroyed or turned into the federal government. How determined is he to do that? And then we'll see.
The only thing is how do they know someone will destroy it? Are they going to get a search warrant for everyone? Say, did you destroy
No,
it?
they're not going to do that. They're just going to.
Is there proof?
No, it'll just be a thing that is. It's like anything. If you get caught, you will get in trouble. That's how it's going to boil down to. If you get caught, you'll get in trouble. If you never get caught, then you'll never get in trouble for it. So, but that's not really the point. I mean, from a perspective, from a common, I mean, from just like the aspect of, well, this device is no longer available to be used, or you'll have to bury it somewhere. Who gives a shit? I could give a shit about bump stocks. Bump stocks are just stupid. They're fucking. They don't do anything. They waste your ammo for fun at the range. That's what they fucking do.
And if you want to, do a mag dump that quick, you could do it from your shoulder. You could do it
your fucking belt buckle. That's the way we used to do it. Your belt loop. You put your fucking thumb in a belt loop and just bounce it off your fucking. I mean, it's stupid. It's.
I did it with my AK-74. Like, I learned how to do it on the second mag.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it with a marker. You can do it. There are 100 ways you can do it.
Rubber band.
It's just too bad I lost all 3 of my bump stocks in that bad fishing accident.
To combine both stories here, you could take a nunchuck and stick it in the trigger guard and bounce it off that fucking thing if you wanted to. So, I mean, there's 100 ways you could do this shit. So it's absolutely.
Wait, would that be legal?
Yes, it would. But no, I mean, there is not a single judge that can look at this once it goes to court, which it's going to court, that's going to be able to say, no, this stands. If there is a single judge that can say that, that judge is insane. Because literally the way it describe what it is describing is as a bump stock. That is not a bump stock. No, what it is saying a bump stock does is not what a bump stock does.
No.
So it needs to either be rewritten or dropped, one or the other. So again, it's going to come down to how determined when this goes through and fails in court system. How determined is he to continue to tell you can't fucking own something?
Make
no mistake, this is all Trump.
Oh yeah,
everyone needs to understand it. There was no fucking pressure on bump stocks. It was vague at best from over a year ago, and now flash forward over a year later, nobody was talking about this shit.
So what if
he had his bug up his ass for this fucking thing? This was all him. He wasn't getting pressure from the Democrats or the anti-gun crowd, maybe for assault weapons or magazine capacity and all this other bullshit. Nobody was fucking talking about bump stocks anymore except Donald fucking Trump.
Maybe this is the 4D chess everyone thinks that him and the NRA are doing.
This motherfucker can't play checkers.
Oh, I know.
What the fuck are we kidding?
No. Just hear me out here. No. I mean, it's total bullshit. But for all these people, they're 4D chess and all this shit. They're writing this up, knowing it'll get struck down. Get struck down and be like, oh, sorry, I guess we can't do anything about the Second Amendment because laws.
But wait a minute. If I'm thinking a little bit, if this goes to court and it gets struck down, does that mean that New Jersey's bump stock ban is also struck down?
Yeah, it would be.
All of them would.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you can bump stock your
what the basis is. You have to understand. It depends what the basis of it getting struck down is. Does it get struck down because it doesn't violate the NFA and doesn't turn it into a machine gun and and that kind of stuff? That's scenario one. In which case, then it becomes up to Congress to rewrite the definition of what a machine gun is, because they're the ones that passed the definition of a fucking machine gun in the NFA Act. Okay. If it is, and we'll see if they do that, which they won't. That's the safest way right there. That as far as what would or wouldn't happen. The other option is the Second Amendment option. And I don't think any judge is going to rule on that. I don't think any judge is going to look at this piece of plastic and say, by not being allowed to have this, it violates your Second Amendment rights. I just don't see any judge saying that, even though I think it, even though all of us in here think it, and even though it's private property rights on top of Second Amendment rights and everything else, I don't think you're going to have a judge rule that way. The third way that a judge is going to rule is that the wording of this order that came down from the president and goes to the DOJ is wrong. It is factually wrong and therefore cannot be enforced, because what it is describing is not something that this piece of private property actually does, and therefore that order would have to be rewritten. So it goes one of those three ways. And like I said, I don't think it goes the Second Amendment way. I don't think you're going to get a judge to say, yeah, this piece of plastic stock, you not being able to have it infringes on your right to bear arms, because they're just not going to rule that way. They don't consider that an infringement in any way, shape, or form, even though it technically is. You can get any other stock on the fucking market, any other stock on the market, anything else but this one. That's how they're going to look at it. So you're not going to see that ruling come down. So it's either they go by the wording of this order being incorrect, or they go by the ideology that, well, this is, no matter what you do, no matter how you word it, this is not a machine gun. This does not do anything close to turning something into a machine gun. It does not function properly. So if you want to ban this thing, you have to officially change the definition of what a machine gun is. It's going to be one of those two things.
Well, there is a third option, because there's already a lawsuit out there before this ever happened. Say that's charging that the ATF doesn't even, or any other of the alphabet super government agencies don't even have the right to enact regulation to begin with. So that's another option that's out there where they, if that one were to go to the actually get brought up and see how it was ruled on that one too, that would also.
Yeah, but the NFA wasn't. That's not an ATF thing.
No, it covers
NFA
all.
was passed by the Congress and the Senate.
This stops them from being. This case here, if the lawsuit's successful, would stop them from being able to make this kind of ruling.
What, the NRA? I mean, the NRA.
The ATF? Yeah, they would only be allowed
the
to
ATF
follow the law and not make new law.
Yeah, no, well, exactly, and that should be a thing anyway. And as of yet, at least when it comes to bump stocks, they've already done that. Just like with sig braces and shit, right? They've already said, look, it doesn't meet the definition, so do what the fuck you want. You know what I mean? They've already you want to say NFA. The ATF on some of these things has not made new regulations. They aren't the ones saying that this is a machine gun. They've said this isn't a machine gun. This does not meet the definition of machine gun. So right now, the ATF is not trying to write any laws when it comes to, specifically if we're talking about bump stocks, or if you're talking about also, the braces and stuff. They already came down and officially said that. So, but you're right. They shouldn't be allowed to. No regulatory body should be able to write new laws, which we know is a huge problem in our country. That's not going to affect this, though, because this is all being done by the DOJ and
the DOJ wouldn't be able to do it either. So this lawsuit here would affect this ruling because it would negate the ruling because they weren't allowed.
Well, the Department of Justice is not just another alphabet organization. I mean, they're the law enforcement arm of the federal government.
Yeah, but
they're not a regulatory body. Yeah, they do what the president tells them to do, and he's also not a regulatory body. Now, if you want to talk about executive orders and if somebody's got a lawsuit out to try and do away with those or something, then that would affect this. But this is an executive order from the president being enforced by the Department of Justice. There's no regulatory body that is involved in this particular decision. You know what I mean? So this is the president saying, "I want this done. Department of Justice, go do it." He's not letting anybody. Nobody's interpreting the law or trying to create a new law outside of Donald fucking Trump with his executive order. Well, he's the only one doing this.
No, because putting that on an NFA list,
he's not putting it on an NFA list.
Well,
I've seen nothing. I've seen nothing saying that the NFA is putting this on their list. They have repeatedly, as recently as last week, said it does not meet the definition of a machine gun. This is an executive order. This doesn't have anything to do with the ATF.
Well, what they're doing is they're changing the definition of machine gun, and they can't do that.
Well, they're not doing that. Congress has to do that.
Yeah,
but the ATF isn't doing that. The ATF is not doing that. The ATF, as much as I hate the ATF, they have nothing to do with this. They are not changing the definition of anything. It's being changed in Donald Trump's fucking head, and he's telling the Department of Justice to do it. Yeah, this is not going to end bump stocks, put bump stocks on an NFA list. This is not going to do anything. This is a you cannot own this. You must destroy this product. Yeah, that's all this is.
They're putting it under the Hughes Amendment, which is just as bad.
Yeah, but they're banning it. They're not putting it on the NFA.
No, they're putting it under the Hughes Amendment. They're banning it as a machine gun.
Yeah, but Trump is doing that. The ATF is not doing that. Trump and the Department of Justice are doing that. The ATF has already said, like I said last week, this does not meet the requirements of being a machine gun. We know this. I saw one of the top guys at the ATF give an interview on, I can't remember, CBS News or some shit like that last week, talking about it does not meet the definition of a machine gun. This is not a machine gun. It's a piece of plastic when they were asked about it. So what is happening is all exclusively Donald Trump and him using the Department of Justice to do what he wants to do. And again, that's why I say this is not going to stand up in court with even a little bit of scrutiny. Okay, so this is, again, unless you've got a ridiculously corrupt judge that rules on this, this does not stand up in any way the way they're trying to do it. The only way they get this done is a corrupt judge that hears this case and still rules in favor of Donald Trump and the Department of Justice, okay? Or it gets struck down and they try and send it to Congress, or it gets struck down And Donald Trump and the Department of Justice rewrites it in a way that just bans it as a piece of plastic that you can't own, instead of trying to ban it as something that turns something else into a machine gun. And then it slides by there. Again, it would have to stand up to lawsuits because the GOA will do it again. The GOA will go after him again.
Yeah. So
right.
if that first one happens where they have a corrupt justice, judge, they'll send it up to district, and they'll keep going. So it's not going to stop in normal court.
No, it's not.
Shut up.
Oh, no, whoever loses at any level, court's going to appeal to the next level. This is eventually going to get to the Supreme Court. Whether they grant certiorari on it or not, it's another situation.
Yeah. Travis.
Yo.
You're quiet. Thoughts?
I've been listening the whole time, dude. Yeah, it's Matt, it's interesting in the way that you're putting it, because everything else I keep seeing everywhere else in the media is Trump bans bump stocks. Order's been put in to ban bump stocks. So everybody else is making it sound like it's already a done deal. So I got to be honest, Matt. I mean, what you're saying is the first time I've heard it from that viewpoint. It's what Donald wants, but isn't necessarily what he's going to get.
Yeah, I mean, he had the Department of the DOJ come down and say and write basically write an executive order up saying that these all have to be turned in or just destroyed within 90 days. The GOA is going to come in and they were first thing today. They're like, we're going to court.
Oh yeah,
They jumped right up as soon as it happened. But yeah, I mean, this is, like I said, I mean, again, unless you've got a corrupt judge, there is no way this stands up to even a little bit of scrutiny, because he didn't go to Congress. Okay, they didn't redefine the term machine gun. They didn't do any of the things they need to do. It was a president using the DOJ to say, I don't like this thing, let's ban it. He's calling it a machine gun. Nobody else is. The ATF's not calling this thing a fucking machine gun. Congress hasn't redefined the term machine gun for the NFA. Nobody's calling it a machine gun, but Donald Trump and then probably some anti-gunners as well. Like, that's the only people who are actually defining this piece of plastic as a machine gun.
Is that enough to get him?
100%.
So, I mean, is it enough to get it done? No. He can call his asshole a turnip. That doesn't mean shit unless Congress says your asshole is a turnip, and then legally it's a turnip. You know, again, the ATF has not. They've done the exact opposite. They've said this does not meet the definition of a machine gun. We know this. We're in charge of looking at the NFA and determining what it says, and we've already ruled this is not a machine gun. Okay, so Trump's the only one saying this shit. And he's the one acting on it. So this is, you know, again, that's also a good thing, because it makes it a lot easier to strike it down in court than if you had a regulatory body. Again, going back to what you were talking about, where they're going to have to wait for that whole thing to work through. And somehow in the end, I have a feeling they're still going to find a way to screw us over with their ABC organizations. But, you know, if the ATF actually did make a ruling, that makes it even harder. That makes it even more difficult to strike it down in court, because the court system looks upon the ATF as a regulatory body who can make those determinations, right? That's how they look at the ATF. Well, I mean, if the ATF says it, then, you know, I'm going to have to go along with their definition. That's what a judge would say. If Donald Trump says it, that's a whole lot easier to strike down. So this is a good thing that it's happening like this, as opposed to the ATF actually stepping up and deciding that they were going, you know, because at first that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to use the DOJ, and he was trying to use his influence to get the ATF to ban it. And they wouldn't do it because they're like, it doesn't meet the fucking definition, dipshit. They're literally like, look, go to Congress and have Congress rewrite what the term machine gun means in the NFA, and then, you know, we'll follow those rules. But this does not meet that definition. So if it's going to happen, this is a good way for it to happen, especially when you've got the GOA ready to go to court and ready to take this on. So, but again,
who's going to enforce this if the ATF doesn't view it as being illegal? Then who is going to enforce?
I don't know,
thing?
and I don't know, and I'd have to look to see what the DOJ.
kind of nonsense. This whole thing is nonsense.
It's not enforceable. First of all, I mean, let's be honest. You know what I mean? It's really not. It's not enforceable. An enforceable thing. So, especially when the ATF has already said we can't do anything about this because it doesn't meet the definitions. It doesn't fall within our regulatory power. So, sorry. That's why he's getting the DOJ to do this. Who's the DOJ going to get to enforce this? I don't know. You know, he said they'd make. What do they call it? They'd make instructions on how to properly dispose of and destroy a bump stock available on the Department of Justice's website, so that you can just, I guess, go to their website.
How is that?
And it will give you instructions on how to destroy your bump stock with no grandfathering, with no compensation for destroying private property, for none of this shit. I mean, there's a lot of ways that this is not. This is not constitutional.
It's step via legislation, technically, because look at it this way, okay? They don't like this thing, so they ban it, and they say, "Oh, you have to turn all of them in or destroy them." Okay, but telling someone they have to turn them in, but not compensating for that property is against what, the Fourth or Fifth Amendment? I think it's the Fourth Amendment.
Yeah, it's blatantly it's
theft by legislation.
Yeah, it's also. I mean, it's also. You could also say it's a form of taxation. You could there's a bunch of ways you could come at this. The way they're doing it,
the NFA is
the
a
worst
form
possible
of
way
taxation
for them to do it. The way they're doing it is also the best possible way for us that they could be doing it, because it's the easiest to fight. It just is. Now that does not mean that if they get the smackdown put on them, that Trump doesn't go, "Oh, let's do this, let's run it through Congress," whatever. I don't know.
So
again, how determined is he to take private property away from people?
But this thing is supposed to have 90 days to turn them in.
Yes,
right.
From today, my understanding is that it's 90 days from today.
What happens on day 91 when no one turns them in?
I think the idea
there's no plan in place.
This is what's written into it, right? It's not turn them in; it's turn them in or destroy them.
Okay.
And the instructions will be made available online to show you how to destroy it. And then what they're going to do is they're just going to sit back and go, "We just assume everybody destroyed them, and we didn't put in place a mechanism to check because in the end,
that is exactly right.
Really give a shit." I don't know why. I honestly don't know.
That is exactly right.
Trump got this bug up his ass. I don't know why he thinks this is a good thing, because even the DOJ's got to know this is unenforceable. We can't verify anything. We're just basically telling people to destroy them. And then if you do get caught with one, like who's the one that catches? Is your local PD? Are you going to get
Who's going to do anything?
They see you with one? Does it take an ATF person? ATF already said they don't want to fuck with it.
Has to be,
somebody from the Department of Justice actually have to see you with a bump stock. I mean, what does it take for you to get in trouble if you still have one? We don't know.
Locals cannot enforce a federal ruling. They can enforce state law. So who in the world can enforce an executive order? It has to be some sort of federal agency. And who's going to do it? No one.
So I'm on the Department of Justice. It says this final rule amends the regulatory definition of machine gun, Title 27 Code, federal, whatever. The final rule amends the regulatory text by adding the following language. The term machine gun includes bump stock devices, i.e. device that allows semi-automatic firearm to shoot more than one shot with a single pull of the trigger by harnessing the recoil energy of the semi-automatic firearm to which it is affixed so that the trigger resets and continues firing without additional physical manipulation of the trigger by the shooter.
It is being physically manipulated by the shooter.
Oh, absolutely, because your finger's doing it.
Yeah, your finger is actually pulling the trigger on repeat. So first of all, the way they put it is complete bullshit. Second of all, that's the DOJ stepping in and deciding they're going to change a law that only Congress can change. Yeah. It's bullshit. They can't do that.
Because
it's not within their power to do that.
They're redefining what a machine gun means.
Yeah, and again, that is Trump telling the DOJ to redefine what a machine gun is. That is all Trump saying we'll change the definition. And the DOJ is just fucking doing it, even though they have absolutely no power to do that. That has to go through fucking Congress. That's why this is, again, unless we have a corrupted judge, this will get struck down when the GOA takes it to court. If it does not get struck down, you have an incredibly corrupted judge. That's all there is to it.
Sad but true.
Hopefully they don't file this somewhere where it's going to end up in the Ninth Circuit. Good God.
So it says.
Joey's not that stupid. Trust me.
It says a current possessor may destroy the device or abandon it at the nearest ATF office, but no compensation will be provided for the device. Any method of destruction must render the device incapable of being readily restored to its intended function.
No.
I'm just reading it right here.
Oh, I know you're reading it, but I'm just saying no.
Mm-hmm.
No, absolutely not.
I just don't understand why. What can somebody look? I know, and I probably, well, I don't know about everybody in here, but obviously I was very skeptical about Donald Trump and the Second Amendment because he has no record of giving two shits about the Second Amendment. But of all things, why this? Why does he have a bug up his ass about this thing that a year later, when nobody gave a shit anymore, he's still bringing it up once a month? To the point that now he's actually doing something. Does he think this satiates the anti-gunners on the left? Does he think if he gives them this, they'll leave him the fuck alone? No. He cannot be that fucking stupid.
They'll want more and more and more. And I guess he's ready to give them more.
No, he is that fucking stupid.
I just don't get it. I mean, I know the NRA was talking shit about bump stocks, but again, that was a year ago, and they shut up about it.
He said
like one or two things about it right after that shooting, and then they stopped talking about it. But this is a fucking bone that this dude won't let go. He's been harping on it all for a year, and he's the only one.
Now look where it's taking us. Yeah.
I was told that the 8-year assault on our gun rights was over.
No.
Is that not true?
It's never over.
It's not true?
It's not true.
No.
No.
That's impossible.
And Mexico's going to pay for the wall.
Oh, my God.
New Mexico.
Mexico can't even pay for itself.
Yeah, there you go.
So, all right.
I heard Mexico is going to pay for GunTube. Is that true?
Yeah.
I wish I could. I don't know if I could run GunTube on what Mexico pays. I'll be honest. Those pesos aren't worth a lot.
You'll make it up in volume.
We lose money on every sale, but we make it up in volume.
Yeah, that's not how it works. It's not how any of this works.
What do you mean? So my business plan is all wrong?
Yes.
Shit.
Probably,
yes.
Don't worry. I'll still buy ammo from you and that Makarov whenever you're ready to sell.
In volume?
So what else do you guys want to talk about tonight? Because that's all I really had on the docket tonight. I was hoping we could go the full hit or miss with it, but apparently we finished early.
You're used to that. So is your girlfriend. So I want to talk about
and his boyfriend.
And his boyfriend, yeah.
Yes. So what has anybody seen? I'm just curious. We all have YouTube channels. Has anybody seen? Remember over the weekend and stuff? I think they were supposed to have dumped like what was it? It's like 50-something million videos and millions of subscribers that were supposed to get cleaned off the states. Did anybody see this? Because I haven't on my channel. As I didn't know if anybody's actually seen an effect on their channel from this, where you've seen your subscriber count go down or anything like that. Obviously not videos. The videos they were doing were videos they said were like from spam accounts or troll accounts that they were dumping the channels, so the videos disappeared too or something like that. So, which doesn't include any of us, but my subscriber count did not go down at all. So
mine went up. Maybe I got some of those.
I'm at 862 subscribers, so I'm surprised as it is.
Gizzard Gary got mine.
There you go.
Oh, you guys got my subscribers.
They were advertising that, and that was popping up at the top of the page every time I would hop on YouTube, and
it's still there.
And it's and that was supposed to happen on the 14th through the 16th,
13th through the 14th.
Yeah, something like that. There you go. And I didn't see it.
I didn't know back in October when they did that. They did it not October, but like a year ago. They had this
done it several times though.
Oh, okay.
Google's own YouTube. They've done it several times. So, and I can't recall ever noticing a difference in my subscriber count when it's happened in the past. But I don't know. Again, I know they try to get all that sub for sub, which by the way isn't even a thing anymore. So I don't know why they still talk about it. Like that was a thing back in 2010, 2011. Nobody does sub for sub anymore because sub for sub doesn't mean shit. People don't give a shit about subscribers that much anymore. They care about views. Views are more important than subscribers. So sub for sub has not been a thing for a very long time, which as many times as Google has come through and culled all the dead fucking channels, you'd think they would have got them all by now. But
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just curious. It's just,
I mean, in terms of videos, I still have the same number that was up from a couple of days ago when I posted my latest video. Nothing's disappeared. I don't think any of our videos will disappear because they were only the videos they said were going to disappear were because they were going to kill troll channels, dead channels, sub for sub channels, and so any videos that those people had on their channel would have disappeared. None of us fit that definition, so I don't think any of us would lose videos. But I was curious about subscribers.
The only reason Travis's video count didn't go down is because he uploaded 15 yesterday.
Oh
yeah, I know. I'm only dude. All right, I only do. I put up 3 videos a week. There are other guys on gun channels that will go unnamed that put up more than 3 videos in 1 week. All right, I do 3. I do 2 regular videos Monday and Wednesday, and then I do Caliber Corner on Saturday. That's not a lot. There are people that do.
If we're counting live chats, then I might be spamming your shit.
I don't do hardly as many as I used to. So now.
So we count live chats. So then I'm sorry if I'm spamming people every week then because I'm doing like
I'm just
no, Matt Travis spams more than you and I.
Oh my god. Look, you take down one massive social network. And then
we're calling
using VidMe.
Social network now.
VidMe works good. I actually did.
VidMe didn't say no. Okay. Didn't say no. VidMe just took it. So.
Out of all the platforms that we had looked at, out of all the ones we were all playing around with at that time, that was by far the best one.
It was. I mean, they had a lot of
Travis fucked it all up for everybody. But
no, come on. That's never been proven. Right? I still don't accept that. I mean, it's kind of cool to say, yeah, I took down VidMe, but
you know what took down VidMe is VidMe was not prepared for adpocalypse, and they were not prepared for the people trying to find another platform, and they were not prepared for the fact that they had spent all their time basically trying to. I mean, because if you, and I talked about this before, if you looked at their platform, it was basically YouTube circa 2011, 2012, which was a great version of YouTube, a hell of a lot better than what we have now. Google's fucked it up, just as far as the ease of use and that kind of stuff. And they just happened to be the platform that YouTubers liked the most. So everybody went over there when people started seeing videos get struck down. So they got swamped. And they couldn't maintain it because VidMe, I think at one point, I think we heard it's like 12 people ran VidMe. It was like 12 people working in a fucking basement somewhere ran VidMe, and
you were limited your uploads until you were verified or approved, and some people never actually got approved that tried to apply for. You and I did for within. I think
you got approved first. I remember I asked you a couple times, like, "Are you approved yet?" And then like a week later, I got approved, and then
I got approved.
It was I think they suffered from the fact that they accomplished exactly what they wanted to and they weren't ready for it. They created a good platform, a good platform that people liked, that especially people from YouTube, which is where you want to pull your user base from because that's the biggest video sharing site. You made your platform attractive to people who already love the #1 platform. And you were ready and going at a time when they were ready to find someplace else. You were a victim of your own success. That's what happened to VidMe. They were a victim of their own success.
They also didn't do any ads.
Yeah, they did such a good job at just being a platform that YouTubers were like, oh, if I'm going to go somewhere, I'm going there because I like this. And they weren't ready for it.
No.
They weren't ready. They didn't have the infrastructure in place to maintain it, which is sad because, it was I liked it.
Mobile version was freaking awesome, man. I mean, yeah. Can we talk about Full 30 for just a couple minutes?
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk
Because
about
I recently got an invite from Gizzard Gary, and I went over there. And
I did too.
All right, we're in the forums. Do we have any way, shape, or form to post videos at all?
No.
Yeah,
I actually am on Full 30. I have never uploaded a single video, but Mac did get me a channel there.
But can you upload videos? Can you upload videos if you want to?
Huh?
Do you have video upload access yourself?
Yes, no, he set me up with video. Yeah, I talked to Mac personally when all this Adpocalypse shit was going on back then, and he set me up with a channel, and I've just never put any videos there.
And,
but I have Never Enough Animal there, and I filled out all the fucking paperwork. He had me sign a whole bunch of tax statements and stuff for ad sharing and all kinds of crap. But I've just never posted a video there because I'm lazy, and YouTube's so fucking easy. And so YouTube hadn't kicked me off yet, so I was like, I'm just gonna post.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I would rather have Full 30 not go the route of VidMe and not have the backing they need, because they say that it could, it could explode over a weekend if they let everybody start putting up videos, and then they won't be able to afford the hosting. So I don't blame them for limiting it to just the biggest YouTubers right now. I get that they want to maintain the platform while they secure more revenue. I was just curious because somebody had taken one of my videos and was able to post it in the forums to watch it through YouTube, and I couldn't figure out how they did that because I've been looking for every kind of insert, attachment, whatever in the forums, and I don't know how the guy did it. He's like, oh yeah, this is all you got to do, and I was like, what? It's like, how do you do that? But see, I don't want to do that because I don't want to pull people away from Full 30 back to YouTube. I don't want to like do something in the forums that's going to tick people off. So I've been kind of just chatting with people in the forums, and that's it.
There's a community channel too that you can, I believe, upload stuff to.
Oh, okay. I'll go break that. Well, no, I'm curious because what happened was a guy. I posted I posted my introductory topic, and I was just talking about cleaning firearms, and the guy's like, "Oh no, there's a formula you got to follow, and it doesn't. You got to say just the right things and go get busy uploading videos." I'm like, how? It's like the first reply from this guy. I got it like at 3 a.m. I'm like, what the hell is this guy talking about? I don't even know where I am. And then I got Gary's invite. So anyway, now I was trying to get used to the whole layout of the website and stuff. So yeah,
guys, do you know MySpace is still a thing?
Yes.
Now,
dude, we should just do a takeover.
The problem with that, what was the deal? You can't conceal your name. Because I created a MySpace page for Travis P11, but you have to have your legal name up there.
How do they know it's your legal name?
It's something, I don't remember how it was, because I tried to do it where it wouldn't I didn't want my legal name up there. Like, it puts your name up there. Your channel name has a channel name, but your actual name is there. So I created a channel, had my legal name. I went ahead and just deleted it.
Okay.
Did they ask for your ID or something? I mean, how the hell do they?
You go set one up and see if you can get it to not show off in the about page, to not show off your legal name. Because I think it has to be confirmed through email or something, and it's got a name attached.
Oh God, it's asked me to select a gender. What do I put?
Confused.
Is it like a multiple choice drop down thing?
I was working on getting
unicorn
on MySpace for a page.
Okay, I just have to. We have to go into Monday night territory for a little bit, Matt. Matt, how come we didn't talk about this yesterday?
Oh,
yeah.
Apparently, there is a Netflix prequel to The Dark Crystal.
Well, yeah, but they've been talking about that for like a year.
What's The Dark Crystal?
Sure if
Wow.
Well, it was guys.
Are you fucking kidding me? Go educate yourself,
dude. It's man. That's one of those epic, dark sides of your childhood, man.
The Dark Crystal is a movie from the 80s done by the Jim Henson. And they were like, it was like everyone remembers Fraggle Rock? It was also Jim Henson and all that. It was like Fraggle Rock on steroids, but it was dark and demonic, and it was for adults. Clearly,
the D&D
it was not supposed to be for kids, but it was marketed towards kids, and I fucking loved it as a kid. But you can still watch that shit today. It is some dark, twisted, fucked up puppet shit.
So when it came out, I was 1, and where can I see it? Is it on
like literally anywhere? It's got to be somewhere. You go to
Netflix. Oh, it's
get it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I think I would describe it as Fraggle Rock if you lived in the Twilight Zone.
Yes, yes.
Fraggle Rock
in a medieval fantasy.
Let's see. Okay, so to member blogger. Still doing this MySpace shit to see what pops up. We'll just do that.
Okay.
What did you choose for gender?
Apparently, the prequel they're already having some.
Didn't ask for proof, dude. I just put it didn't ask for. Says verify your email address, so I got to verify my email. So we got that.
11@gmail.com.
So we're talking about MySpace, which should have died like 10
That's
years
not my
ago.
email address, Gary.
Shooting left of center at gmail.com.
I like I said, I went over there and was not able to not have my name show up on my about page.
But here's the thing: I don't give a shit if my name shows up because wait, let's see.
I gotta be.
How many people do we have? We have 68 people watching right now, and I'll let everybody in on this little secret. Hanson's not my real last name because I'm not that fucking stupid. When I first made my account, I knew I wasn't going to put my real fucking last name out there. So I don't give a shit. I just put Matt Hanson on everything. I put Matt Hanson on his fucking profile, and it don't give a fuck. Let's see. Stream, connections, mixes, uploads. Does it let you? What's your page look like?
Hey, guess what?
So you can post
on Amazon. That's a trailer. Hold on.
Looks like you can stream. You can stream on MySpace now.
So I could watch it. I could watch this movie on Amazon Video.
Do it.
There you go.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Don't go into it thinking it's the best movie in the world. It's not.
Oh, I'm not going to.
Well, no, it's just a fun. It was a great movie as a kid. Who knows? I've watched it since then. I've watched it since then,
and I still take it. I still enjoy watching it for what it was and what I remembered of it. And I don't watch it to say that it holds up, because some movies just don't hold up because of the way of the art and effects have gotten better in movies over the past.
I will watch it over either Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday.
Okay.
Hey, don't forget to watch Emma Daughter's Jug Band Christmas too. That's another classic.
And Matt, I did catch up with Titans.
Yes.
And that last episode was pretty freaky.
Yeah. Well, and also, did you see the preview for next week?
I did not get a chance to see the preview. No, they didn't show the preview.
Robin. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know how one leads into the other, so I think it's all like a fucking weird thing. But anyway, yeah. No, this MySpace thing is kind of fucking weird, dude.
Oh.
It doesn't. I can't find out how you get to, like, if you have your page to where it shows whether or not what name it shows. You know what I mean?
I think when I typed my name in, it brought up the MySpace page to Travis P11. That might have been what it was. I don't know how that happened, but I was trying to avoid putting my name on there.
Let's see. Been Matt Hanson. Songs, videos, artists, albums. Nah, this is all geared towards fucking music.
Yeah. That's why I don't use it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, this is like way too fucking. There's too much of a pain in the ass. No, okay, we're not taking over MySpace. Never mind. I changed my mind. Yeah.
Maybe GeoCities is still out there. We could tell.
There you go. There you go.
Wait, let me search for
HTML.5, right? Is that what's
GeoCities has been gone for years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Angel Fire still out there?
When I type in "never enough ammo," because it asked me what I wanted for my my title name or whatever, then it pulls up. Then it pulls up Matt. It pulls up my thing, and this is just. Oh, this is bad. This is not. And you can stream and you can post videos, but like, this is a bad interface. Okay, this was a bad.
Travis.
Yo.
Travis, look at the screen.
I'm shopping for guns right
Angel
now.
Fire.
Wow.
And look at the screen, Travis.
Thing.
There you go. Creative
They're
professional.
still around.
Website, but actually,
Angel
that was just
That's a
website.
ski resort. What the fuck? No,
No,
wait. Hey, when I hear Angel Fire, I think of the ski resort in New Mexico.
okay, you remember GeoCities?
It was one of the old
I
school,
remember
like
GeoCities. I mean, I remember hearing
The
it. I don't know
alternative to
what the hell it is.
GeoCities was Angel Fire. There was
Uh-huh.
another one. I forget what it was, but again, Angel Fire was the alternative to GeoCities.
And
Yeah.
AOL had their version was what, Homestead or something like that.
Homestead, yeah. So
I had an old GeoCities page back in the day.
oh yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Coded
Yeah.
it myself.
I done did that.
yeah. All right. All right, so we got about 3 minutes left till 2A Tuesday starts. So I guess we better start going with the outros. So, Foos, final thoughts, plugs.
Your mama? I mean, what?
What?
Whoa! Slow your roll, Fry.
I'm plugging Joe Mama.
Yo. Not much. Just like last week and week before that, still waiting on insurance. I'm going to call them again tomorrow. And I'll be up and running for the business.
Right. Good to hear.
Right.
Good to hear.
That's it.
Gizzard Gary's out there on the YouTube side saying, Gizzard Gary, he says Netscape Navigator for the win.
Good, God's green earth.
Who the fuck is jacking it?
What the hell?
There we go.
All
right.
That's all I'm fucking hearing.
All right, so
I'll let it
Gary,
I had to.
oh, Gary,
Yo.
it's your turn. Go ahead and make your plugs.
Well, let me start off by saying, give him the bird, and let's see. I think everybody ought to visit guntube.org, join gunchannels.com, and also check out Gunstreamer. Like, share, and subscribe to everybody on this family, especially Night Strike One. And thanks for the invite.
You know, you forgot to mention that everyone should go to your website and check out gizzardgary.com.
You should go to gizzardgary.com. You should also buy shirts and stuff off my Spreadshirt page. Somebody needs to, anyway.
For Christmas, so that's
Yeah, give him, when I say give him the bird, I mean literally give him the bird.
give the
All
bird,
right.
give
him
it
the
all
bird
your
this
rap.
Christmas.
That's right.
Matt, thanks for jumping in and, giving us your perspective. Do you want to make a plug?
Jazz? Can I plug Jazz?
I guess. I don't know.
Oh, you don't mind if I plug Jazz? Okay, good.
All right. Moving on.
What's jazz? I'm like,
Think about it.
All right. Obnoxious one.
Yes, sir.
Make your final plugs.
Shall not be infringed.
Shall not be in fridge.
Shall not
Shall
be
not be
infringed.
in the fridge. That is right.
Do it in the freezer instead.
All right. Anything else?
Down with Road Pirates.
Tell the robot.
Easy.
I'm sorry, I was just traveling.
Oh, hold on a minute. My finger may slip again.
I wasn't speeding. I was traveling.
I
So
was traveling.
yes.
You know what I do? At that point, I asked them for their traveler's license.
don't worry, officer. I was traveling through New Jersey with my Bushmaster, with my 416 Bushmaster magazine.
With 5-round magazine.
Anytime that's presented when they say, I'm just traveling. Well, if you want to travel without a license, get a horse and buggy. If not, hand it over.
Well, I have to ask: have you caught anybody with the horse and buggy?
So yeah, I was gonna say And I don't have to have a license to ride a horse and buggy?
They're legal to travel upon the roads.
Without a license?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Dude, that's freaking awesome. So when I get really old, I'll get one of those.
Although, one of our family friends when I was a kid got a DWI on a horse.
Oh, yeah. You get that on a riding lawnmower, man. Heck yeah.
He
Out here.
got in a police chase on a horse.
Please chase on a horse.
Do something with the pony? I mean, what? You got a tactical.
I was a kid. He was an adult.
Patrol car.
All right. Anyways, Rich.
Jump over creeks and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good luck catching that.
That's like Red Dead Redemption.
Okay.
Freaking awesome.
All right. Calm down. Rich, make your final plugs.
I didn't get to make.
Well, something you mentioned about the lawnmower car chase. We had one around here in Martinsburg, West Virginia, a few years ago, where cops were engaged in a car chase with a guy who kept going up on Interstate 81, drunk off his ass on a ride-on mower. So, yeah, it happens. It happens.
All right.
Probably more often than what people would like in West Virginia, but it happens. But yeah, as far as a plug, check out the Unloaded Media channel Sunday night, 8 o'clock for This Week Unloaded. And this coming week, we will probably be doing a Christmas-themed episode. I'm not sure what exactly yet, but it will in some way, shape, or form be Christmas-related.
All right. And Sarge, now that we've come back to you, go ahead and make your plugs.
Oh, hello.
Gee. Yes. There you go.
Well, thanks for the invite.
Sarge, you're muted.
Somebody was getting unplugged there.
I thought I unmuted myself. I was going to say
Yeah.
thanks for the invite. I've been in and out of the car, so I've listened and participated as much as I could. But to sum it all up, this ruling is nonsense. But what's not nonsense is to everyone that's on the panel in the comments, support each other, gun channels, and I got a new video coming out in the morning, and you guys will see it then. Thanks for the invite.
All right. Look forward to it. Travis?
Yeah,
Me compadre?
Yes.
Travis, real quick before you pimp out Caliber Corner.
Yeah, go ahead.
Every Saturday morning,
Yes.
which everybody should go check out.
8 a.m.
Would you agree what we just heard? As the car guy, somebody did just blow a rear main seal, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was definitely agree on that. There's definitely
you're the car guy on the panel, from what I know. So
blood gasket ruptured on that one. So yeah. I would definitely check for some leakage.
Yeah,
on the main seal there.
Yeah, there definitely must be some oil leakage there.
Yeah. Yep. That or somebody
Might need some work on the Crown Vic.
But hey, man, appreciate the invite. Thank you. Those of you listening, get over to gunchannels.com. Check it out. Also, make sure you support gearwebsites.com. Everybody on the panel here's got great material. Check out their channels. And as usual, Caliber Corner, Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Central Time. Be there. And we'll have another episode this Saturday, so we're ready to rock.
All right.
Now, can I actually get in a legit plug here?
Well, are you sure? You sure you can handle it?
I might be able to. I don't know.
Well,
I just want to make sure that everybody tunes in 10:30-ish Sunday nights for the closer.
What the?
That sounds like somebody's gearbox just ruptured.
Something definitely went wrong there.
No, that sounded more like something getting flushed.
So 10:30-ish Sunday nights, the closer.
That's 9:30 Central Time for people that live in civilization, right? Is that
Yes.
Okay.
If you mean middle of nowhere, yeah,
That's
sure.
good old-fashioned people that still have hitching posts out front. So
that use buggies.
Hey Gary, did you get that? My neighbor is Gary living in Kansas.
All right, so guys, again, thank you all for showing up. Again, out there on the YouTube and the Gun Channel side, thank you guys for showing up and commenting. Remember to check out guntube.org. Check out GunTube's Patreon. Check out the Spreadshirt store. All that great stuff. Remember to check out nightstrike.com if you want any stickers. And with that, we'll see you guys probably on Friday again for the Friday night strike. And with that, Hit or Miss, we'll see you next week. So thank you all for listening. This was Hit or Miss.
Felicia.
Give the bird.
Hashtag him and his team.
Felicia, I'm your baby's daddy.
Shall not be infringed.
Felicia.
Shall not be infringed.
Yeah.
Shall not be infringed.
Felicia.